U.S. job openings topped 10 million in June, setting another record high. If your employer fires you because you won't get the COVID vaccine, don't expect to collect unemployment. This could lead to tens of thousands of people across the United States without work or access to unemployment benefits because they refuse to get vaccinated, one unemployment attorney said. Millions will lose pandemic unemployment in September. Many have already been cut off. Roughly 7.5 million workers who've relied on pandemic-era unemployment benefits will be cut off from jobless aid altogether when they are set to expire on September 6th, according to estimates from the Century Foundation, a left-leaning think tank. As of mid-July, roughly 9.4 million people were drawing benefits from the pandemic. The FDA is rushing to authorize extra doses of the coronavirus vaccine for Americans with weakened immune systems. The move is expected this month. The regulatory move would mean that people with impaired immune responses would need an extra shot, such as certain cancer patients would be able to get one legally. That is a safer alternative than patients seeking shots on their own, as many now do, several experts said. Biden extending pause on student loans to 2022. The Biden administration is extending the pause on federal student loans due to the coronavirus pandemic through January 31st, 2020, a source familiar with the move confirmed on Friday. Student loans payments have been paused since Congress passed the CARES Act last year, but were due to resume September. Bars, restaurants move to impose vaccine mandates. A growing number of bars and restaurants have imposed vaccine mandates, a new trend after President Biden directed all federal employees to show that they are vaccinated or submit to regular testing for COVID-19. Private sector companies across the industries have followed suit after Biden's directive, but restaurants, from major chains to small local businesses, have been notably quick to call for proof of vaccination for diners. What's behind the housing shortage? It's no secret that we're experiencing an acute housing shortage, but what's causing the diet of available properties? Many are pointing fingers at baby boomers who hold a bulk of real estate wealth and aren't letting go. But that's a very, very unfair assessment, according to housing supply specialist Karen Call. In reality, NPR reports the crisis is decades in the making, with demand now outstripping supply due to restrictive zoning laws, generational divides, and labor and material shortage facing home builders. COVID's surprise business boom. The pandemic wreaked havoc on businesses across the globe. In 2020, there were 200,000 more small business closures than what you would expect in a typical year in the United States, according to the Federal Reserve. But that's not the whole story. The crisis also unleashed a massive entrepreneurial wave, writes Annie Lowry in The Atlantic. Hundreds of thousands of people respond to the unique circumstances of the pandemic by launching new ventures. What helped spark this boom? Massive government stimulus and surging demand for e-commerce certainly played a part. And with so many workers cooped up at home, Lowry suggests plenty of would-be entrepreneurs might have thought, why not try something new? Some devastating impact of global warming are now unavoidable. A major UN report found, but there is still time to stop things from getting even worse. Even if nations started sharply cutting emissions today, total global warming is likely to rise around 1.5 degrees Celsius within the next 2 decades, according to the report issued on Monday by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, a body of scientists convened by the United Nations. This is Anthony Weeks reporting for CASE-MBC News Updates. For more developing global business news 24/7 on WSDX Bloomberg and weekdays Monday through Friday 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. on WSDX AM 970. Get the latest news now at www.casereport.news.